Hi, it's John Faust again with ABC Automotive Electronics here in Forest Park, Illinois, and today we were going to be installing the new Maestro interface for Ford vehicles that have the sync, and this apparently will work real nice with the existing electronics in the car. We are going to be installing a Kenwood DNX-890hd navigation radio. This car does not have navigation, so this customer elected to have one put in. Made by Kenwood, comes with Bluetooth and several other features. So these are the interfaces that we're going to use. They're the Maestro. This is a new technology relationship with Kenwood and Maestro, and for Ford installations on the new cars with the Ford Sync, there's nothing that works better. So these are the products. This is a Metra dash kit, and we'll be installing this, and we'll be kind of shooting throughout the installation and talking about how the operation works after we're done. This is the project car. It's a 2014 Ford Mustang. Again, as you see, it's got kind of the basic CD player, and we're going to be putting in the new Kenwood navigation. So we'll come back to this in just a few minutes after he starts taking the car apart. So here we're what we need to talk about real quick is this Maestro interface. We know the cars of today are so much different than cars of previous, and it all boils down to information. You see that these new cars, instead of connecting wires like we've done in the past, now there's programming on these interface modules that have web-based flashing tools that allow us to do that. So here's the Maestro. We have it plugged into the USB as well as the what was that, the data port?
Yeah, data port.
We got it plugged into the computer. We're using the Maestro app on the computer. We've already done this for this car, but it shows a Ford Mustang. We have to put the serial number of the radio in, and then we flash it. We have to choose which steering wheel. So it's very sophisticated. This is not something you want to do on your own unless you have skills with this type of stuff, but it's pretty sophisticated. So we're flashing the module, getting that done, and then we'll move forward to the installation. Okay, so we just finished completing this installation on this Mustang. The Metra dash kit does a nice job. It has the electronics built into it, and we're going to kind of talk a little bit about this radio and the functions that it does with the factory real quick. So we turn the ignition on, radio boots up, and if you hit the menu button, you're going to see all the normal icons, but what you also see, which is really cool, is some things that you wouldn't normally have. For example, the gauges. This actually is the same as the gauges on the car. So this shows you all the gauges. You can view those. Tire pressure is now ran through the radio, so you can kind of see the tire pressure gauges. This is something that you can never ever do before, but with this interface it allows you to do that. The check engine, tire alert, malfunction alert, doors alert, shows those functions. The sync phone, this is the sync, so if you had a phone connected, which we don't, it would also do the sync for you here. Steering wheel controls obviously work very well with it. We didn't have to use an interface, did we? No interface, so this all works with it right through the interface. Sirius XM. Does it have Sirius on the car, or do we have to add a Sirius module?
We have to use our Sirius module.
So we had to use our own Sirius module, but it does have Sirius. We also added a backup camera to this system, so which wasn't factory, but when we put the car in reverse here, it shows the backup view. But this is a real breakthrough for new interfaces, especially with Ford. Ford's been a little bit more of a challenge because of the sync, and this does it all without having to have any other device that's visible. Works real well. So turned out real nice. Installation is clean. Menu of the new Kenwood. Navigation. Kenwood uses the Garmin navigation, which has a 90% favorable rate. Other than other navigations, people like the Garmin products. Plays through the speakers. Turned out real nice.